Hello everyone. Happy morning and greetings to you all from our exclusive Education Plus Empowerment updates. Well, in this short video, we will make an attempt to deal with the poem entitled Fire and Ice. As you all can see here, there are symbolical representations on the PPT. So dear viewers, let's get started with the reading of the poem first, followed by various themes involved in the poem, rhyme scheme, poetic devices, and a sample interpretation that we have got from the resources. And at the end, we will be able to provide a few multiple choice questions for our dearest slow learners. So let's get started with the reading and recitation of the poem first. It reads, some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. So here the rhyming, desire and fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice. So dear viewers, in this short poem, it's highly philosophical in nature and symbolical in terms of references. So dear viewers, the poem very artistically intricates the meaning and highly contrasting powerful elements here, fire and ice. So how we can ourselves destroy our entire world with our human emotions. So we'll discuss the themes and other elements of the poem one by one. So in this first slide, we have theme of the poem. So theme of the poem includes human emotions like lust, desire, hatred, intolerance, and other things can be destructive and bring about the end of the world. So this is the main theme of the poem. We will also discuss other themes related to the poem. The poet uses the imagery associated with heat, light, and emotions such as burning, pain, and coldness. And in terms of poetic devices, there are personification, enjoyment, metaphor. But here we'll discuss the alliteration thing here. So alliteration means repetition of consonantal sound. Some say, in some, saw, and say, saw. Favor, fire. These are the example words related to the poetic device called alliteration. Now, in a nutshell, what is the theme about, or what is the poem about? So, the Fire and Ice is highly symbolic poem by Robert Frost. This poem is a meditation about how the world will end. The poet says, the fire of lust and endless desires that we possess and we have, and ice of hatred among human beings will put this world to end, to a destructive end or catastrophic end one day for sure. This is the philosophical, poetic sense involved in this poem. Now we will look at the themes involved in the poem. The themes are hatredness, desire that we possess, and these two things will result in the destruction of the world or end of the world. And the choices we make in our lives and the kind of destructive power that our emotions have. So now in this introduction of the poem, we'll have a crystal clarity of the poetic views. So the poem expresses the profound idea that the world would definitely end in the either of two ways. So what are those two ways? Either by ice or fire. Both the components are compared, mean they are highly contrasting with the self-destructing human emotions. Examples include hatredness and desire or other things, elements of the emotions. The poem very artistically underpins, highlights the philosophy that we let our emotions rule us. So we don't control our emotions. We let them rule us, and if we can't control them, they will surely destroy everything around us. Similarly, the poet thinks fire and ice both are just as competent in bringing the world to a destructive or catastrophic end. So, this is the brief introduction of the poem. Now, regarding the symbolism that poem contains, here fire represents the desire and ice represented hatredness. So, regarding the short summary of the poem, some feel that the world will end in fire, and others say it will end in ice. The poet says both of them are capable of destroying the world. Fire is equated or compared with desire, lust, and ice is equated with hatred. So both have the equal power to destroy us or destroy the world around us. So this is the briefest summary that we would like to cover in this video. Now we will go to the two different beliefs or the poet presumes or assumes. The poet talks about two different beliefs. They are the material world will end because of the fire and ice. Some say this world will end in the fire and the world will be reduced to a fireball in the end. There are two others who think that this is the world will end in ice, freezing like all kinds of life into death and destruction. So this is the belief system that poet possesses with regard to the destruction of the world. Now we will be looking at the two sample multiple choice questions for our slow learners so that they can understand at least the main theme of the poem. The first one reads, what will the world end in? Fire, ice, both A and B, none of the above. So dear viewers, please respond in the comment section. What does violent desire refer to? Fire, ice, both A and B, none of the above. What does ice symbolize? So here S is not needed. What does ice symbolize? Refer to love, hatred, violent desire, all of the above. The next question reads, what do some people think the world will end in? Fire, sun, moon, rain. So very easy question if you have had the cursory glance at the poem. The next questions are follows. What does the poet think the world will end in? Love, ice, both or none of the above. The next question reads, can hatredness destroy the world? Yes, no, maybe, may not be. So very easy to understand. According to Robert Frost, what will the world end in one day? Fire, ice, both A and B, the world. So what will end one day? So it is not world. So what will end one day? So answer is D. Who is the poet of the poem Fire and Ice? So very easy because we have already announced it in the beginning of the poem. William Cowper, Ben Jonson, William Blake, and Robert Frost. So who will be the who is the poet of the poem Fire and Ice? So with this we conclude today's video with this small introduction and details of the poem The Fire and Ice, written by Robert Frost. So dear viewers, we will get back to you with another video and CBSE ongoing syllabus topics with more interesting details. So please do subscribe and encourage for more educational updates. Have a great day and bye all of you.